Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, May the 29th, presented by Mercury. This is Memorial Day weekend, folks. Please be careful out there on the water. There's going to be a tremendous amount of boat traffic out there, boat wakes going everywhere, skiers in the water, jet skiers everywhere. Just please be careful when you're out there having fun, fishing, catching a few fish, because we know you're going to do that as the weekend goes. We're going to talk to Tracy Robinson about Weiss Lake and Neely Henry. We're going to talk to Tom Ott about Guntersville, and then I'm going to refresh what's going on at Logan Martin with the Coosa River Team Trail and talk a little bit about Lay Lake as this report gets started. So stay tuned for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report presented by Mercury, and we'll be right back with the guys. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, May the 29th. Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend. First of all, to all the families of the soldiers that we've lost over the years that have fought to keep us a country and allow us to be able to do the things we want to do. Thank you for your sacrifices. We know we can't, not a word that we can say can replace anything, but we want you to know that we honor everything that you guys have done and your loved ones have done on behalf of our country. But it's Memorial Day, a lot of boat traffic. There's going to be boat wakes everywhere. So the first thing we want to do is urge caution. But Tom, up there at Guntersville, what do we want to do? You and St. Jennifer, Tom Ott, you and St. Jennifer, what are you guys going to be doing on Guntersville this weekend?
Man, Dano, this has been one of the craziest years I've ever seen on Guntersville. A few weeks ago, we were talking about catching fish out deep. The elites come in, and, it's always kind of eye-opening to see how those guys, prepare and how they find fish and what they do out there. So we spent the weekend, last week, really looking at the shallow water bite. I mean, you talk about fish everywhere. I mean, it's hard to wrap your head around an 18-pound sack winning on Guntersville, but really that's what it's been this year. And what we're seeing is the future is very, very bright. When you go out and catch 60 fish in 2 foot of water, it is unbelievable. I mean, it's just fantastic. Of course, now we've had some 90-degree days strung together. I think we've seen 7 or 8 days in a row now of 90-degree weather. This cool front's going to help things, certainly. But I still say the fish are moving out. We've had a shad spawn going on 2 months now. I've never seen anything like that. It's very, very strong, especially those early morning hours, low light. It's just been incredible. But the big fish are still a little, still tough to find. So it's a matter of catching a limit, then putting together a big fish, a good bite here or there, and getting you up to that 17, 18 pounds that you need. Again, the bait of choice has been definitely a wacky rig, stick bait, spinner bait early on those shad spawns, chatterbait, those kind of things. And I'm telling you, it's just been fun, but not the biggest fish that I've ever seen out there for sure.
Well, I know that Wacky Rigs played a big role in the Elite Series tournament. I know Flippin' played a big role. I know that there's still a brim bite out there because there's so many brim beds available. So guys can swim a jig or throw that wacky stick bait there. And if you're really into the brim bite, you can go over there and find yourself some moon craters all over the place in a shallow bay, and you might be able to catch yourself a few brim as well. So that's the bite at Guntersville. Tom, thanks for everything. Have a great, safe weekend, and stay safe on the water out, everybody.
Yeah, everybody be safe out there. And like Dano said, just remember the reason for the holiday.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, May the 29th, presented by Mercury. Hey, folks, it's Memorial Day weekend. First of all, from all of us at Bucks Island, we want to say thank you to all the fighting men and women across the country, and offer our sincere honor and appreciation to the families and the soldiers that have sacrificed everything for this country to be what it is. Without you, we would not be able to be in a position to do what we do. So, folks, when you're having your meals this week, just remember, and your celebrations, remember what this whole weekend is about, and honor those. But we're going to turn our attention right now to Tracy Robinson. Tracy's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on at Neely Henry and Weiss Lake. Tracy, let's start up there at Weiss Lake. Kind of give us a brief rundown of what people can expect if they're going to go fishing up there.
Well, Weiss Lake, there's still fish to be caught pretty good right now. It's still a little bit tough. Fished ABA there this past weekend, finished second place, had 14 pounds, 15 to win. The fish are still, up in those shallow waters, and surprisingly, they were eating the top water pretty good, actually, on up in the day this past weekend. I couldn't get bit when I slowed down, which is what I normally would like to do when it gets tough. But every time I'd slow down, I'd quit getting bit, and I'd pick back up with the buzz baits and the swim jigs and the, walking frogs, and I started getting bit again. So a little bit backwards of what I thought it was going to be, but there's still fish to be caught. Still caught a few fish out deep when I moved out there late in the day, but it was all spotted bass. The largemouth didn't seem to have moved out there yet. I know they're headed that way, and that should be the deal here with probably even this weekend with these hot temperatures we've had. But they're on their way there, but they're still able to be caught shallow.
And then what about Neely Henry? What can we expect if we go to Neely Henry?
Neely Henry is a little tougher than Weiss right now, but the people that are catching them, whenever someone is going out and catching a good bag, they're actually a pretty heavy bag. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, Tuesday tournament, 3 fish at nearly 11 pounds won, but not a lot of people weighed in fish. The fish I caught on a swim jig fishing the clumps of grass, and I was punching with a half-ounce weight with a creature bait and getting bit in some of the clumps of grass. It's a little bit tougher, but the quality fish are actually biting.
Well, and we also know right now that you have a brim out there right now, so there's brim beds everywhere. You may be able to catch a few fish around those, and if you're brim fishing, that's a good thing for you too, to be able to have a little bit of fun. But folks, Tracy's one of our best anglers around here, and we're happy to have him on the team. But for right now, folks, please be safe this week. Remember what Memorial Day's weekend is about. And thank you again for joining us. And Tracy, thanks for everything and all your expertise and everything that you share with us.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, May the 29th, presented by Mercury. First of all, folks, it's Memorial Day weekend, so please be safe out there on the water. There's going to be a lot of boat traffic, people having their holiday celebrations and their long weekends. So when you're out there fishing, please be careful, slow down, take your time. Don't go rushing too hard because there's going to be skiers in the water, boats everywhere. Just take your time. But also, from all of us at Bucks Island, thank you so much to all the military men and women who have sacrificed for us to have this country. That's what Memorial Day weekend is about. So to all of you who have military family members that have lost military family members in the service of this country, we thank you so much for everything that you've sacrificed. Nothing can bring them back, but we want you to know how much we appreciate it and realize the sacrifices that have been made. But let's turn to the fishing. Last week, Logan Martin, the Coosa River Team Trail, it took a little over 15 pounds to win. It was a really good tournament with a lot of fish being caught. Shallow bite is still key. Look around docks, some seawalls in the morning. There's still a shad spawn bite going on, so throw a spinnerbait around seawalls and some of the shallow grass beds. You can catch a few around docks as well, as the brim bite is still good over there. There's still spawning bluegill and brim that are going on in the shallows. So it makes the largemouth want to stay up there. So you can still catch a few fish shallow around brim beds. Wacky rig Senkos and stick baits like the Strike King Ocho. Some of those other baits are going to be really good with a wacky rig, O-ring. Throw it out there, let it sink. You'll catch a few fish. You can also catch a few flipping a jig or maybe a creature bait. Lay Lake's going to be much the same. There's still a shad spawn going on. So moving baits, some crank baits, spinner baits, those kinds of things. In the shallows, look around the grass. You might be able to catch a few fish flipping as well. But the shad spawn and the bluegill spawn are bringing everything together, so the fish have not yet moved offshore fully. There's going to be a few fish out there, but you're still not going to see a ton of current that's going to focus them in the deep water on both of those bodies of waters. But stay shallow, throw a wacky rig, maybe flip a jig and a creature bait, and you'll probably be able to get a few fish. Maybe not some big giant ones, but you never know. You may run into some of those as well, but you could have a lot of fun. Again, thank you for everything here at Bucks Island for the military, people that have lost loved ones. We appreciate you and support you. And again, thanks for tuning in to the Bucks Island Area Fishing Report, and we will talk to you again next week. Well, that'll do it for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, May the 29th, presented by Mercury. First of all, thank you to all the military family members and servicemen and women that have taken care of this country for so long. We remember you, and though we can't do anything to bring any of you back, we certainly appreciate your service and want to honor you and the sacrifices that have been made. So that's what Memorial Day is about, folks. Please remember people that you know that have been lost and those all around the world. But that'll do it for the week. Thanks to the guys for all their expertise and their willingness to share. Don't forget to like and subscribe all our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That way you'll be notified whenever we go live, and everything you need right here at Bucks Island in the Loft will help you catch a few more fish. Thanks for the day. Thanks for spending some time with us.